Daisy, welcome back to my Beauty's Big Sister channel. Now I thought I'd just sit down and talk today. I've got such a bad toothache, it's unreal, but I'm gonna just talk and try to ignore the fact that it's killing me. Basically just didn't brush my teeth with Sensodyne for a weekend and I'm in so much pain because of it, so yes to Sensodyne. Anyway, enough about my teeth. In this video I thought I would talk about a topic that I think most of us at some point have suffered with, and I'm just going to give you some tips that help me on how I just relax and calm down. Anxiety is something that is horrible. When you get it severely, it's the most horrible feeling in the world. I have had panic attacks before, my heart has beaten at a crazy rate, you feel sick, you feel spaced out, you feel like you're going to faint. That is not fun, and now I've been able to really control situations and help myself calm down before I get to that point. Anxiety slash stress slash panic can be triggered by so many different things, but I think it's something you can definitely try to control and help calm yourself down before you get too bad. I have always been quite a panicky person. I've always thought into situations a lot. I'm a person that just worries unnecessarily, that is like, oh, but what if that happens? And oh my god, what if that happens? I've trained myself now, do not do that, because you are only doing yourself harm by presuming and making assumptions that haven't even happened yet and creating these situations in your head. So the first tip I would say is to stop doing that. You've got to control your mind, which is such a hard thing to do, but once you can start controlling it, then it really does have a positive effect on the rest of your body and how you think and how you feel. So when you start to think, oh, you know, I'm not going to get a new job this year, I am going to be single forever, I am going to have a really rubbish year, then if you think like that, then things are going to happen and it's only bringing you down. You've just got to try and think positively and put positive thoughts in your mind. I think as soon as I started believing in myself and started thinking, do you know what, I can do this and I will do this, that's when good things started to happen, because without you realising, your thoughts make you present yourself in a different way. It makes you give off a different light about yourself. It makes you just come across so much more confident and positive, and if you believe in yourself, then other people are going to believe in you too. So first of all, shut off all the negativity in your mind. Let it be gone. Number two is just when you do start to get panicky about a situation, I love to just take myself away from that situation where, you know, I can't see it or be in it, and then I just breathe. I know that sounds so silly because we're breathing all the time, but when I went on a retreat earlier last year, I realised that I was not breathing properly. I was breathing in my throat, and then the more panicky I get, it sits here, and that's when my heart like beats like crazy, because I'm not taking in enough oxygen. So what I like to do is just take a really deep breath of air right down into my lungs, into my stomach. I try and hold my stomach so I can feel the air going in. When you can feel your belly going in and out, that's when you know you're getting the oxygen in there. So I take a deep breath in for 5, and then I hold it for 5, and then I let out for 5. And I do that a few times before I start to feel calm, and I'm like, okay, I've got this, I can do this. 3, I absolutely love Rescue Remedy. It's something that I've used since I was about, I don't know, 13, 15. I've used Rescue Remedy, which is, I use a spray that just basically calms you down and settles your nerves. I really believe in it. I feel like it's really helped me. I used it throughout my GCSEs because I used to get really panicky with exams, completely muck up as soon as I got an exam hall, but luckily I got really good GCSEs because I was calm when I took the test. I also took it when I done my driving test, and again I was really nervous. I even cried while I was driving on my test. I was that nervous, but then once I calmed down, I passed first time, and I do put that down to taking Rescue Remedy. It's one of my favourites, so if you haven't tried it yet and you've got a big event coming up to, a big exam, a job interview, I would really recommend taking that because it has really helped me. Another tip is just who you surround yourself by. I have felt like it is really who I'm influenced by that really puts me in a good mood or puts me in a bad mood. If there's bad energy around me or if there's bad vibes, I don't want to be around that. I want people that are going to support me, are going to pick me up, are going to make me feel positive. And that's really what you need to look into if you're feeling down and you're not feeling your best when you're with your friends and your family. Then you really need to assess that situation, because being happy is what life is all about. Your loved ones, your friends, your boyfriend, girlfriend, they're the people that you can turn to when you are stressed and anxious, you don't know what to do. They're the people that you should be able to go to for advice, and I would really recommend just talking it out. As soon as you start to talk about a situation that's been playing on your mind or you're worrying about, hearing someone else's opinion can kind of snap you back into reality and be like, yeah, why was I thinking that? I'm being stupid. Let's get to doing this. On the flip side, if you haven't got that kind of support around you, then don't be afraid to go and speak to someone else. I'm not ashamed to say I've been to a therapist before. I was in a really crap place and it got to the point where I didn't believe what my friends and family were telling me, and I just felt like I needed to talk to someone that didn't know me, didn't know my situation, and that could give me advice as an outsider. And honestly, it helped me so incredibly much. Some of my friends that have been in a bad place, the first thing I'll say to them is, I will give you all the advice in the world, but I know how it feels to be talked to like your friend is obviously going to support you. When you get to that point where you're not taking in what they're saying, I think it's really important to try and book yourself to go in to see a therapist, because I've yet to speak to someone that it hasn't helped, and it really helped me. Shutting yourself off before you go to bed is a really key one. Not looking at your phone, not looking at your laptop, and just shutting yourself off. For some people, they like to read a book. I will normally be on the phone before I go to bed and have a nice conversation before I go to sleep. You could watch TV, but anything that you feel just like settles your brain is a really good way of shutting off before you go to sleep, because if you've had a good sleep, then you're going to have a fresh mind. There are endless things I could say about this topic, because it's something that has been a long process for me. You know, I've always been quite a nervous, anxious person, but doing these things and learning along the way how things have helped me, I thought it would be good to just speak about them, and hopefully it might help you if you are ever in that position or if you are going through something like this. I really hope this video has helped at least someone. If it has, then please comment in the comments box below, and if you have got any other tips or advice that you could give to me and anyone else, then also please put them in the comments, because I would absolutely love that. I'm forever needing more tips and advice to help calm me down and have a peaceful life. Thank you so much for watching. It really does mean everything, your support. Keep checking back on my website as I'm updating that quite a lot lately. And if you do have blog loving, or you just fancy leaving a comment on my website, it would mean the world, because I don't think people have clocked on you can comment on my website yet. But please go over, check out my posts and leave me a comment and I'll get back to you. I hope you have a really good week. I'm going to be trying to get 2 videos up a week for you now, so I hope you're enjoying them, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!